Hey, hey, hey. Don't. I don't wanna be here, but I don't gotta. My my weed habit is so close to smoking powder. Got a few, but it's all about $1, and they won't holler unless you moving narcotic. Yeah. How y'all doing? Snag. What's up, man? I heard you got a late night talk show. I do. Yeah. Welcome to Mr.Snaggapuss WTF late night talk show. It's been a while. It's been a long time since we had this show, and the producers of YouTube told me to go back to it, so I'm going back to it, and I'm getting back to the, we going back to this show, and I thank all my audience for watching, and y'all tell me what y'all think about this. Yeah, got a couple sponsors I want to throw out there tonight. I want to throw one of my sponsors out there. Yeah, Kush Mobile. Yeah, out of Los Angeles, California. Y'all can order y'all Kush on y'all mobile phones with the push of a mobile app. You can download Kush Mobile. It's going down. Kush will pop up at your door in less than 30 minutes or it's free. They got a motto like, you remember how Domino's used to be 30 minutes or it's free? And then, people used to call them and give them the wrong address and be like, wait, where is where my piece at? My piece ain't showed up. They had to give away a lot of free pieces, so they stopped that advertisement, But, Kush Mobile got a 30-minute or less. If you order, pay for it online, you got to pay for it first. Now, if you pay for it, it'll be there in less than 30 minutes. Now, if you just call and you want to pay for it on COD, cash on delivery, it might take them about 2-3 hours to get there, but they guaranteed. You pay online, you pay for it, it's free if they ain't delivered it to you in 30 minutes. I like their motto, so I support companies, and it's a black man working, black man on this company, and y'all better support these companies before it's too late, because when it get too late, when they recreational and they legalize it all the way across the board, the little man ain't gonna be able to compete against the big corporations, like Reynolds and Kelly. Reynolds and Kelly is the makers of Marlboros and Newports, and they are already the number one distributors, the number one makers of Marlboro Kush, Newport Kush. Yeah, they got some of the most fires. If you go to like Washington, or if you go to places like Colorado, where it's legally, already across the board for, recreational purposes, yeah, Reynolds and Kelly, man, they got Newport Kush, they got the fires for the cheapest, and you can't compete because you got to think about it. One cigarette is equivalent to about 1.5 grams of marijuana. Now you think about that, and it's 20 cigarettes in a pack of cigarettes. Now you tell me, how many grams of marijuana is they giving you in a cigarette? You damn right. For $10, you getting about an ounce of marijuana, because that's like 30 grams of fucking marijuana. You got to do the math. It's not that hard. Like, equivalent. Do the math. Anyways, so that's kind of hard. Motherfucker can't. They giving away an ounce of weed in a pack of cigarettes for $10. Man, shit, the average consumer ounce of weed in a dispensary now costs you $260. Like, shit, we ain't gonna be able to compete. See, they just waiting for it to go legally all the way across the board, where 7-Eleven can tap into this shit, and it's over with, man. They gonna knock us out the box, and they got the best weed, because they can spray some other shit on their weed to make their shit flavorful. They can give you the pure kush, and they shit like 34% THC. So yeah, they gonna kill the game when it goes straight across the board. That's what they waiting on. They gonna illegalize tobacco. We already realized and found out, we been knew that tobacco caused cancer. So what's the best way to substitute? We can't stop. The people don't want to stop smoking. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna ban tobacco, legalize it, illegalize tobacco. Tobacco's gonna become the marijuana of the 70s, like back in the days, in the 60s, in the 70s, in the 80s, when it was becoming illegal to have your own, it's going to be illegal to have tobacco, because tobacco causes cancer. Marijuana doesn't, and that's real. It's a fact. How y'all doing? I got 3 eyes on me. Yes, this is the Mr. Snaggapuss late night talk show, and y'all are chilling with your boy Mr. Snaggapuss. I ain't even gotten in my my formal set, but I'm I just want to talk to a couple to my audience for a minute while we get started. We gonna start on the current news, what's going on in today's bullshit news. I call today's media bullshit news because that's all they talk about, the propaganda bullshit that don't matter, the chit chatter. All today, it took 2 weeks, 3 weeks after the school shooting in Florida, and now they come up with a legislation. They trying to get the governor to pass this bill, or sign the bill, where it's a 3-day waiting period for you to purchase a gun. Like, 3-day waiting period. What the fuck? It was already a 3-day waiting period. Matter of fact, it's like, shit, it's longer than that shit for a nigga. Shit, it took them motherfuckers 21 days to respond to me. Now you gotta be 21 to buy a rifle. Like, why they are going up on the age of guns to buy a rifle? Like, I don't understand that. The chit chatter that really don't matter. I really feel like, and then they said it took 17 families to create this bill. 17 families out of all the people that done died. We gotta do the math. This is not adding up. The propaganda that don't matter. When they need to be releasing gun control. I am a firm believer of the Second Amendment, and I really feel like they need to release gun control to the fullest. There should not be not one American citizen in this United States that shouldn't have access or own their own gun. It should be free access. If you're an American citizen, the government should have a free open portal for you can go in there and pick any kind of gun you want. Pick it. Get any kind of gun you want because you're going to need it. You can't we can't control something that's already out of our control. And people keep trying to say, oh, we need gun control. No, the government is trying to psychologically scare the people into the masses of releasing their guns so they can control them. And then once you ain't got no gun to defend yourself, what the fuck is you gonna do? But see, this is what they fail to realize. It's too many people in this world that have guns. People got guns buried under guns and buried under bunkers of guns. And I really feel like every person in America, if they had a gun, it'd be less shooting, it'd be less it'd be less people that's dying. Well, in the beginning, when we release all these guns, a lot of people gonna die. That's cool. Remember, we get rid of a lot of fools real fast. Like, give a fool a gun and his ass gonna die. That's all. It don't matter. Remember, back in the Western days, people used to come out of nowhere, man, and walk into towns, and the whole town be quiet, staring at their ass. Wasn't nothing going down, wasn't nothing going around. Everything was cool, calm, and collected. And it was that one motherfucker with big nuts or walk big balls would come up to the top of the porch and be like, hey boy, what's your business? And if your business wasn't proper enough for them, they would tell you, well, you need to keep on going. And guess what? Your ass will keep on pushing because every motherfucker that's looking at you got a gun. That's cool. You don't know if they got a gun, but you pre-assume because shit, you see half of them with guns and if they got a gun and you got a gun up under your shirt, you don't know. And that's the crazy shit, man. I feel like if we release gun control, then this America will be a better place. And this is the only place where ex-convicts, why you gotta be an ex-convict? The only place where prisoners that's released from prison can access and still have a gun to protect themselves. Our Constitution says that we armed, how do you say, we have the right to bear arms to protect ourselves, even against the government, that protect us if we feel like what they doing ain't right for our lives. Like, it's in our Constitution. I ain't saying it word for what that's the fuck it is, but it's broke down into a certain context just like that. And I really feel like, if y'all teachers don't want to have guns on you, that's cool. All teachers ain't going to be for it, but I bet you over 50% of the teachers is already for it and already had a gun in their car, but they was mad because they couldn't bring the motherfucker in school. Like, but if you want to opt out of a gun, you don't want to be a teacher that carry a gun, that is cool. We're going to put you in the room upstairs with special needs students, way at the top. You're going to be at the top. So if something do go down, you ain't got to never worry about it ever making it to the top of the school where you them special needs students going to be at. All right? That's what we got to do. We got to start building rooms on the top and put the teachers that don't want guns on the top, so they know that if anything go down downstairs, they ain't got nothing to worry about, because it ain't gonna make it upstairs, because they ass gonna be some dead motherfuckers. Everybody downstairs got guns. This world would be a lot and a real better safe place, man. And people don't understand what I'm talking about. People don't like my content. I understand, but tonight, this is my world. This is my show. Y'all can see that I started this show way back in 2014 with RMC Con Air radio station in Los Angeles, California. And now I am broadcasting live with the power of God and Wi-Fi, because I don't know where this power comes from, because I only get 10 gigs a month. In some kind of way, the Lord has blessed me where I done went over 30 gigabytes of data just by accidentally going live on YouTube. God busted up the opportunity for me to present myself to a larger audience. And I'm just saying, if y'all don't believe in God and miracles, then you ain't got to. But keep watching, and I promise you, you will. You'll be like, oh man, okay, yeah, man, we got some stuff going on, man. We got gun control. We got this immigration control, man. They didn't sign the bill for the kids that was brought over here from their parents. I forgot the actual name of the act. I wrote it down, but yeah. Anyways, that's good, because half of these kids, man, they ain't right, and I feel like they need to go back and just be able to come back. Like, they should be able to go back and be able to come right back and start the process. And they should be exempt from having to pay the fees for the first 5 years. Like, you got to give them a work permit. You got to give them a work permit. You got to give them a chance to build and establish themselves. But they got to know what they're getting themselves into. Okay, these next 5 years, yeah, we're going to give you an exemption and give you an exemption work permit, so you can come over here and work and you can get yourself established. But in 5 years, you have to start paying the process fees from this point to become an American citizen. And then by that, in 5 years in America, if they haven't, that should prove their citizenship. I mean, in good standards, if they're going to be a good citizen, if they got, it doesn't matter. From that point, when they let them walk across the border, they have to establish a bank account, they have to such and such, and they have to have proof of this stuff to go to the next level in their immigration. And then to prove that they want to be, and that they are going to be, respectable American citizens in America. I feel like they should have to take speeching classes. Like, I don't feel like, I don't want to force another language on American people when I'm trying to come to America so I can, live the American dream. So therefore, you need to learn the American language fluently enough where the American people can understand you to communicate with you. Now, and then, not after they learn, how to speak properly, I try to tell people this, from every race, and it's not just Hispanics, it's not just, the Chinese, it's every race, and they all have to be, and they have to get to a certain point. When I say this, we're Republicans. We don't discriminate on what type of race you are, because all races speak different languages. But if you come to this country and want to, integrate with our people, you need to learn our language, to the fluent, to the point where you can learn our language, then teach us how to learn your language through translating, being a translator on how to transform your language into American language. It should never be, I think it should be, I think, and it's just an opinion. Now, I'm a radical, Republican, and I feel like, when people from other races get mad, or if they want to talk about you, they can be talking in English, and then they'll turn around and start speaking in their language to their people, and they start talking about you, and they start laughing, but you don't know what they laughing at. Because you can't understand the dialogue, and you can't understand it. So it's it's really messed up, man. Yeah, this show, it goes down all kind of avenues, man. We talk about news. We talk about things that's on social media. We talk about, you know, people that got businesses, people that's making noise, people that ain't making noise. Um, Gun control is one of the, you know, one of the major issues that I really have an issue with because I'm an ex-convict, you know, and I feel like, you know, I still should have the right to bear arms to protect myself. Prime example, you know, because I'm respecting the laws of society, respecting what they say I don't supposed to do, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I found myself in a situation where I got in, you know, in a bodily harm, you know, situation where I wasn't bodily harmed, but it could have caused bodily harm by a guy that also was, you know, an ex-felon too, you know. And you know, they say black on black crime, you know, who gives a fuck? Didn't nobody die, didn't nobody get hurt. Oh, there's no case. Okay, cool. I'm cool with that. I can accept that. I can accept that I done fucked up so much in life that, you know, if a motherfucker try to take my life, the police don't give a fuck unless I was hurt or killed. I can respect that. Like, if they won't be doing their job unless I got shot or unless I was dead, you know. That's what I was told by the Los Angeles PD. Like, if you wasn't shot or then nobody, if you wasn't killed, then pretty much your word against what theirs is worthless in court. Like, so I just try to tell people this all the time. You know, a convict, even after serving his time, even after getting his rights back, even after giving them back their time, not being on parole, no probation or nothing, they still don't have no rights in society. They're still looked at to be an ex-felon or nothing, nobody in society. Like, and you'll always be categorized unless your finances override that situation where they're forced to respect you by force. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens like that. But how many ex-convicts you know that really get out and truly become successful? Just because you obtain some shit don't mean you successful. And that's the thing about people. You know, people can't understand the word comprehend. No, comprehend. No, they can't comprehend. You know, people can say all day, I'm established. I know my life is established. My life is established. I'm balling. Oh yeah, your life is established, right? Yeah. Motherfuckers say their life is established, but they don't have life insurance. You got life insurance? No, I don't need life insurance right now. Okay. But your life is established. No life insurance. So if something was to happen to you right now, who's gonna pay for your goddamn funeral? Okay, you established. But you got a $40,000 car. You just went and got $40,000 car. I don't think you should even be able to qualify to even get a car, to even purchase a house, unless you already paying $1 million life insurance policy on your life to cover just in case your ass die. See, if I had the stipulations of, if you had to use my systems of stipulations of what it take to qualify to get a house, yeah, would nobody be able to qualify to, you know, not be financed? But if you look at what it costs to actually build a house, you know, people don't look at what it costs to build a house. I want to take y'all to the wood yard real quick. We're going to go to the wood yard and I want to show you this stack of 2x4s, right? Fresh, off the lumber stack. Fresh. You can still smell the pine. Whew, smashed, fresh stack of 2x4s. Okay. These 2x4s, they start at $1.64 a piece. These ain't high quality, good standard ones. They kind of warped. Some of them are not that straight. But they 2x4s, you know, 2x4x8. You can't beat that. You can build a house with those. You know, some of the walls ain't going to be that straight when you line it up. But you can build a house with those, you know. A lot of people build houses with these. Like 40% of the 2x4s that's in the walls of houses got these damn 2x4s in it, which y'all don't understand. They just use the straight 2x4s in certain areas to line shit up. Yeah. Cheap ways to construct It's you gotta understand this shit. This shit is math. You know, over 75 or 80% of the things that we do in life, even reading, consist of math. Like, people don't understand it. That's why math has always been my favorite subject. I love to count. I love how to, you know, I love counting. I love numbers. Numbers is like ultimate. Like, if you don't understand numbers, I mean comprehend numbers. People say, "Oh man, I know I understand numbers all day, man." I know you don't understand shit, nigga. You can look at a number all day, man, and you still don't know what the fuck you looking at. That number means more than what the fuck you looking at. Like, you know? Okay. How the fuck I even get to this script of 2x4s? Just to show y'all, okay? So people nowadays in California is paying an average of $420,000 for a home. A home in California. Average. And these people never pay this full amount. Like, they don't pay this off completely where they own the property. Like, they don't do that. In a lifetime, most of these people will never even make $420,000. Like, no. But they work for it. They credit say that they will. Okay, then we got to turn around, and the reason why I say this is that out of this $420,000 for this home, it only costs $42,000 for the materials to build it. Less than $42,000. I'll just give you a rough estimate of $42,000. So if a home costs $42,000 in materials, do you think you should pay a man 10 times what it's worth for building it? Because the moment it's built, the wood started to lose its freshness. And the reason why I said we're going to go to this stack of 2x4s in the lumber yard is because, okay, we built this house for $42,000 with fresh lumber. We also left a stack of that same lumber at the lumber yard and just let it sit there. 1 year, just 1 year of sitting there, that stack of lumber at the wood yard, just 1 year sitting there. That wood is no good no more. It's done dried out, fragile, just sitting there, deteriorated. In time, over time, every board, every piece of wood in that house eventually be pulled out and replaced by another piece of wood later on in life. Because eventually it's going to dry out, rot out, and be no fucking good. Can anybody relate to what I'm talking about right now? I ain't got no eyes on me. That's cool. I got 7 likes. Fuck you. You ain't gotta watch me. It is. It is what it is. That's the way I like it. Because, I have, I tell people I have purpose and I have meaning for what I do. A lot of people don't. They on social media or they on YouTube to try to catch this certain type of, audience so they can just be famous and just be a fool. But that's a fool trying to be a fool. When you let a fool be a fool, guess what? That's exactly what you get. Foolish content. My shit gonna be funny, intelligent, and intellectual. That's what I like. It's gotta be intellectual. I call it intellicational. Yeah. Because it deranged from a word intellicate that I created. That's one of my words from Snaggapuss Creations. Intellicate. To intelligently educate a person. Intellicate. You know, it deranged from 2 words. To intellicate. Yeah. After I educate y'all intelligently, sometimes you got to break down on their level so they can understand you. You know what I'm saying? So they can relate. And that's where I've always found myself doing. Find myself, stepping backwards or going downwards into somebody else's life and atmosphere when I'm way up here and I'm down there, and I stoop too low for my own goods. And sometimes when you just want companionship, or if you just want to surround yourself with I like to uplift people, man, and I like to deal with the lowest of the bottoms of the bottoms of people, man, because they're the most funniest people to be around. They're the most down to earth people to be around, and they're the most non-materialistic people to be around, because they never had the money to purchase materialistic things, material things. Like, that's why I like to meet a young woman when she's young and dumb, like ain't never been flattered or how do you say, catered or fucking shattered with all kind of fucking gifts and shit, where they think the world spin around them, and that a motherfucker, they expect for somebody to give them something. It's a lot of women in this world today expect for men to be the one to give them something. And not one time in their mind, things that they're doing, the things that they got. You know what I'm saying? They ain't thinking about giving them none of that. They just wonder what you're going to give them. No, it's all about your shit. Fuck my shit. That's my shit. No, what the fuck? The late night talk show. I'm finna go into a commercial session. Y'all finna see my sponsors pop on the screen. Tonight, I want y'all to go to Netflix and watch Fahrenheit 9/11. See how George Bush stole office. You can watch The Color Purple. Color Purple. Papa! You ain't my pappy. And we got Life jumping off. This is my favorite movie. This is where I served all my time at. This is a real prison. Don't take this movie for granted. I tell people this all the time, man. Life, yeah. It was a coincidence for my life for them to film this movie in this prison, because without them filming this movie at this prison, people wouldn't know the actual location of prison I'm actually talking about that I served time in. So, I'm cool with that. Mississippi State Penitentiary really opened my eyes and opened my mind to the person that molded it to the person that it is today. And I want people to understand that the things that I know about the system, and this is every system across the United States, it ain't got nothing to do with just Mississippi. Mississippi just do some of the most cruelest things to humans in there. That's just what goes on in Mississippi stays in Mississippi. You go down to Mississippi if you want to, boy. You go down there for a vacation and you leave on probation. It never failed. Like, how y'all doing? I got some people watching me. P Money and John Frank bashing you, Snagger. You tell them motherfuckers, you know why they can't bash me? Cause P Money stay with his goddamn mama. They got 8 goddamn kids. Hiding and staying in a goddamn, y'all taxpayers' money. Yeah, that's goddamn, when you stand in goddamn public housing, goddamn it, trying to pay goddamn, man, I don't want to hear nothing about them broke ass niggas. Ain't there one of them niggas got a bank account? Ain't there one of them niggas got livelihoods? They ain't got none of their content is current motherfucking news. Let's talk about what the fuck Donald Trump is doing. Y'all heard what Donald Trump finna do today? Oh man, he came up with a brilliant idea. We gonna arm the teachers of America. That is cool. What y'all think about that? I think the teachers should have been had guns, motherfucker. I like, shit, what the fuck? And shit, down south, them motherfuckers been coming to school with guns. I know teachers that had guns in their purses. I stole one time from a teacher. Shit, the fuck? John Frank has the retarded gene. He do. Retarded. His mama got retarded genes. You see his baby. His sister was what? What was his sister? Retarded, right? You go look at his mama. She retarded. Look at the side of his face. He came out retarded. He illiform. Why the fuck is y'all listening and talking to these retarded ass people? That's just like Cardi B. Cardi B is just like that nigga. She retarded. That bitch got, like, for real. All them motherfuckers retarded, man. Y'all making these retarded motherfuckers famous, and motherfuckers that'll turn around and do something positive and come back and you'll see me in front of your house, in front of your neighborhood, feeding the homeless, motherfucking helping people change their lives, putting people in school. See, I want to build a school. See, I'm on some other shit. The type of schools I'm trying to build is fucking technical schools. Remember the trade text they used to have when we used to go to school? You used to go to Votech and you can learn how to become a carpenter, you can learn how to be a plumber, you can learn how to be a barber, you can learn how to work with your hands and make money. See, the government done took all those fundamentals from us, and motherfuckers don't know what to do, how to survive. I'm the last dying breed of that. You do it look like, let me ask you something, baby. Do it look like I'm needing for a motherfucking thing? Motherfuckers talking about me because I live in my motorhome that's paid for. This is my, I got the deeds to my goddamn titles and my shit. What the fuck? And I done spent, though, in this motorhome, I done spent over $5,000 in the last year fucking with this motherfucker. Now, them niggas ain't had $5,000 in their whole life. And I ain't studying them niggas. P Money, John Frank. Man, all them niggas, man. Did you see that nigga girl? She looked like a white version of a Rihanna Spark. That bitch forehead, like, that bitch shined through the goddamn camera and scared the shit out of me. You don't get no credibility of being a player with an ugly ass bitch like that, nigga. Like, you don't get the fuck out of here. And then you need to turn around and get you some braces, you know, or knock them motherfuckers out and get you some straight. Do like I did, nigga. Pull them motherfuckers out and just get you some straight teeth, nigga. You ain't gotta. I can't stand a motherfucker like that, man. This is the Mr.Snaggapuss late night talk show. I don't, you know, I really don't even try to shine in retarded motherfuckers in my, you know, shit. Did you see her forehead though, nigga? Like, that bitch forehead, she looked like Spark daughter, man. Like, if she was like, but it's like a Mexican version though. Like, I never seen a Mexican girl with a long forehead like that. Like Rihanna forehead, but her shit stick out just a little bit. Like, that's some ugly ass shit, player. And she smoking weed inside of public housing. Like, y'all see that shit? Y'all paying this bitch tax money. Man, y'all, these motherfuckers getting their bills paid. And he trying to build his YouTube audience up so he can get him some residuals. Man, do you know how hard it is to make motherfucking money on YouTube? I went to my analytics scared the shit. I got 39,000 views. 39,000. Guess how much money I done made off? 39,000 views. Nothing, nigga. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. Not a zero. I think I had like 7 cents in my goddamn analytic basket. Fuck, I'm gonna do with 7 cents. You know, I said I wasn't even trying to curse on my talk show tonight because I want my talk show to be picked up by a network. I want people to say, Snag, we're going to put you back in the studio. But right now, I don't need a studio. I can create my own studio out of the elements and the things that I have. Yeah, you remember, if you go to my show, when I had a show, that's the same sign that I had on the wall. Yeah, because I paid for this sign. I went to Staples and made this sign myself. Like, I don't need nobody to help me. Fuck y'all. I do it myself, nigga. Like, and I've been doing everything myself. I believe in Mr.Snaggapuss. I'm my own agent. I'm my own manager. I book my own shows. Did y'all hit me on that podcast in Hollywood? Yeah, I walked up in a podcast and they was talking about hoes. And you know, that's right down my alley, subject line right there. I took them niggas to a whole nother level. I started to put facts in that shit, nigga, and they motherfucking the damn hotline started to blow up on that shit. They were like, damn, Snag, we want you to come back. I'm like, nigga, this shit right here, that was a sample for free, nigga. Next time y'all gonna have to pay me, nigga. Fuck that. Yeah, how y'all doing? Okay. You need to tell your people I'm back on. You see, I've been gone for a while. I just been trying to stay to myself and catch myself, but because, you know, I look good right now. Don't you think I look good? Yeah, yeah. All right, we gonna shuffle around. We gotta shuffle around the scene for a second. don't work. Yeah, got a tripod for my camera, man. Ain't got good. Hashtag yes he is. I'm finna buy me a turtle. I found out that a turtle would take away your tranquility, your anxiety and stuff. So I'm finna buy me a turtle. And I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna buy me a turtle. And I'm gonna be a turtle daddy. I'm gonna be a turtle daddy. I'm gonna teach my turtle. I'm gonna throw his ass in a pot with some potatoes and some damn shrimp. Some goddamn crab legs. Gonna make a boil out that motherfucker. Gonna eat the shit out that motherfucker. Drop some potatoes in that motherfucker. Goddamn okra, nigga. Spice that shit up, nigga. Put some pepperilla. Cook their ass up, boy. Alright, we finna go into Mr.Snaggapuss trap kitchen, right? Where I cook a meal. And I cook it all in the microwave. You know, me and Auntie Fee got into an argument back in the days that I couldn't cook meals in my microwave. Talking about, oh, you can heat some shit up, but you can't cook shit in the microwave, Snag. God damn it, I cook in the microwave all the goddamn time. Auntie Fee got mad at me because I told her, like, you know, sad, man. My auntie died on me, you know, and she, you know, the crazy part is, man, I got into it with Auntie Fee, man, right before she passed away. You know, I get into it with everybody. I'm talking about in physical sense. I got into it with her. Crazy shit, man. I'm gonna go into the stories of those, you know. That whole story within itself was fucked up because Auntie Fee came into the shop one day, right? And she was a flamboyant person. She was real flamboyant. She loved for people to pull the camera out. And when she see the camera, she was just like me. She turned on, nigga. Like, yeah. So when she turned on, I turned on, nigga. And I turned my camera on. And she got to come in. She was like, yeah, man, fuck Steve Harvey. I'm like, fuck Steve Harvey for what? Like, that motherfucker ain't shit. Oh, shit. God damn. Nigga, don't blow my whistle, nigga. I need to crack it. That's what it was. Okay, my bad. I heard something go pop. I thought something blew up in my microwave, Lord. Oh, good Lord. I thought I blew my whistle. Don't blow my whistle. Blow my whistle. Let me do your wish, baby. Nice and slow. Damn. I got Black Panther on bootleg. You damn right. It's outside in my car. I said I was going to watch that shit tonight. You damn right. I watched Black Panther over and over and over again. I got it on DVD before anybody did. Yeah. I just wanna wet my whistle. You gon' take it with girl. Baby, nice and slow. Wet my whistle. Tonight we're eating macaroni and cheese, broccoli salad, and 2 juicy chicken breasts. I love me some chicken breasts. All niggas love chicken, but I love chicken breasts. Like, I gotta have 2 each time. If I ain't got 2 chicken breasts, I'm a titty baby. You know, I tell people. That's why you don't supposed to breastfeed your children, because your kids will be attached, and you'll never be able to get rid of them motherfuckers. I call my mama every morning. Mama! Nigga, what you want? Just checking on you. You know, my mama had to, you know, she had to, you know, take me to counseling to stop breastfeeding. Like, for real. Like, she said when I was like 4 years old, I was still slipping in the room, like crawling on my knees, you know, slipping under the door and shit, you know, grabbing a hold to a titty, and it was too late. When I get a hold to it, I was on it. Once I latched, I was like a pit bull. She couldn't shake me. What you say there? That was a big statement. I ain't never seen nobody leave a comment that goddamn big before since I ever went on YouTube before. Thank you for the likes. If you don't do nothing else, if you watch me for a second, just push the like button. The likes, you know, it releases my depression to, you know, how do you say, what's the opposite of depression? What's the happiness of depression? Snag, stay yourself and ignore fools like Joe. There once you get 27 for 100,000. I was trying to read that big comment. There once sat a crack whore on a huff and puff and shit upon crack shit. Man, who the fuck? That shit, man, learn how to fucking write, man. Stupid motherfucker. Man, I gotta, you know, I tell people all the time, man, I'm a general educated dummy. That means I am self-educated. You know, I went to prison at 11. I got locked up at 11. And I was in the 5th grade. So, technically, the highest grade I ever completed was the 4th grade in school. Like, yeah, for real. Like, I tell people that shit all the time. Like, you listen to my vocabulary, you listen to my content. That's because when I went to prison, them niggas didn't fuck me. Them niggas made me read books. Them niggas made me learn some shit. Like, come here, nigga. Teach you some shit. You gonna fuck your mind and fuck your head up so you can teach the revolution when you get out this motherfucker. Like, this shit is real, man. I just didn't know how deep it was until I got older. I was say, damn, nigga. I fucked up my balance. Nigga, what kind of production is this, nigga? Oh, y'all like my braids? Yeah, don't I look good? Yeah, don't I look good? I don't know why in the fuck I pulled this damn sweat out today. Because I ain't put that motherfucker on yet. It was so hot today, I just threw this motherfucker across my shoulder. I felt like a schoolboy all day. I'm like, you know what? This is match my outfit. I'm going to take this motherfucker, wipe it like that, and bam. Even when I was in school, I never made it to high school. So this is the way I would have dressed when I was in high school. I always, you know, when I dress, I used to look in the magazines and stuff, and I used to tell myself, I used to get them big J.C. Penney catalog books and be like, you know, when I get out, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that, I'm going to dress like this, I'm going to dress like that. And, hey, I'm living my dreams, man. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I'm going to this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to love this, I'm going to love that. Yeah. Hashtag, ain't he good? Yes, he is. Okay, so we're going to get that. Have you ever was undecided on what type of utensil you want? It don't matter if I use a fork or a spoon, but I got 3 forks and I got 4 spoons. So I think I'm just going to use a spoon to be smart about it so I can spread it out. That's just show people, man. People don't use their mind, man, for shit. They don't do the math. Like, why would I use one of the forks and that'll give me 2 forks? And then I might come around and have a company one night and the girl gonna be like, you got a fork? And I ain't gonna have but 1 fork because I eat every night. Tell people, man, you know, it's a hard process to make it to, you know, being with me. Like, you know, before they even get to the point of, you know, coming to my house, you know, I tell them, they be like, where you stay? I stay in Beverly Hills. I got my own house. My house is paid for. I ain't like the rest of these niggas. This bread right here is some of the most. That's why they outlaw this shit. I don't think what's his name? The Hawaiian roll people, the Hawaiian bread people they don't want nobody to know about this bread. This bread is sweet and delicious. Oh man, I just bust a hole in my bread. Oh, that ain't gonna work. You know what? That ain't gonna work. Keep my way. You know, I usually don't like keeping these bags because these bags got me sent to the penitentiary. Yeah, goddamn police raided my house and found these bags, pulled out the box, took them all out, and said, yeah, he used these bags to put pounds of marijuana in it. That's drug paraphernalia. Took a picture of this motherfucker, put like $500 in front of it. Man, the motherfucker made up some cold ass bullshit on me then, didn't he? I swear, man. Goddamn plastic bags got me sent to the penitentiary. Yeah, I hear you. So what I'm doing, y'all, is because I done accidentally preserved, I poked, I didn't preserve, I poked a hole in my, in this bag trying to tie it up. I'm gonna put my rolls, my dinner rolls, the rest of these dinner rolls in a Ziploc, hefty Ziploc bag to keep them preserved and fresh. So I come back and, you know, I eat these rolls a lot. Well, you know, majority of most of my meals, at least 4 meals out of a week. So sometimes I don't eat the whole dozen. Sometimes I do make it to I eat the whole dozen. Sometimes I don't. Because these last about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You'd be surprised if you put them in a hefty bag. And these be really, the real hefty bags are hefty cinch sack. Yeah, that a hefty bag. Dessert. When I think I'm young, thinking love somebody else. I like to think smart. You know, I don't try to eat up all my food. I try to put like, you know, little small servings and see if that one little serving will push me by. And so if it do push me by, if I get full off the first serving, then I have something to wake up to eat for breakfast. Like, well, usually one breast will piss me off, and I ain't ate one since yesterday. Yeah, I can already tell. I ain't gonna like it. This one got more stuff in it. Oh yeah, now that's the breast. Oh yeah. That's the breast. Haven't y'all noticed that on my Mr.Snaggapuss bites when I do the 2468, the pancakes with the chicken breast and shit, y'all go to Denny's and be like, I want the y'all ain't got the menu, y'all ain't got the chicken breast breakfast. They be like, chicken breast breakfast. Yeah, I seen this guy on social media and he had a chicken breast breakfast. And they be like, man, we ain't never sold no shit like that. So this lady argued with this lady that goddamn that they had a damn chicken breast value slam with chicken breast and damn pancakes and shit. I was like, lady, she got on my page like, Snag, what the fuck? What is that Denny's at? that shit had me tickled. I was laughing my ass off. I was like, lady, that is a real practical joke. Don't you go in no goddamn restaurant and ask for no meal that you seen on my social media page. I seen it on Snaggapuss page. Don't blame me for that shit. Okay. This is what we eating. We got macaroni and cheese. That's that big juicy breast. And this is broccoli salad. This is my favorite salad. It's got carrots. It's got grapes. It's got pineapples. It's got broccoli. It's got mustard seeds in it. It's got cranberries. It's full of antioxidants. Yeah. A little lettuce. It's real good. And it's crunchy too. I don't know why it be so crunchy, but all right. So we're gonna get back to the show, to the content at hand. How y'all doing tonight? Oh, that's too bright, Snag. Man, y'all gotta forgive me. Okay. Y'all better? Y'all feel better? And my light, okay, the light is on. Okay. I'm the cameraman, the light man, the actor, the star of this show. I had to set up the scene and shit. Subliminal messages. My life ain't shit. Not right now, but in a minute it will be. So, there was something else that I wanted to talk about today in the news. A bunch of bullshit that didn't matter, that didn't make no sense. You know, I was smart about that. Put this on my lap. Gotta put an apron on my lap so I can eat. You know, you ain't got no apron on your lap. That means you weren't properly raised in a proper house with morals to teach you how to eat with respect. You know why? And I know my taste buds don't lie to me. Like, but it tastes like this chicken was fried in some fish grease. Yep. Motherfuckers. They done sold me some fish grease chicken. The fuck? Fish grease chicken. My crackhead homegirl used to do this. There was a crackhead named Cindy. And she was smart. This bitch go to the grocery store and beg people to buy her food so she can go home and cook for a kid. Her kids ate, but the rest of it, she sold that food to drug dealers. Niggas used to come through there and buy plates from her. This is good. I wish this was a sponsor's meal. But a sponsor ain't paying for none of this shit right now. This is delicious. This is one of the juiciest breasts. Mama saying, "Oh, Snag, you be smacking your ass off." That's a sign that it's good. Sometimes I just get a little extra with it. I don't give a fuck because I'm by myself. But you know you good when you be eating. People laugh at the way you eat. I ain't mad at them though. That's what you like. Shit. Niggas love chicken. And this was a nice sign. This was a nice juicy breast here, girl. Kiss you. You ain't never kissed your breast before? Sometimes you gotta kiss them. Girl. This is a nice juicy breast you got. You got some meat on that one. How juicy that is. Girl, let me squeeze that. Oh. When you're singing, when you're idle-minded, this type of shit you be doing when you by yourself. I don't know. Boy, I see some amazing things with this chicken right now. Have you ever stared at a cloud and started to, see the pictures? Yeah, clouds make pictures, You just gotta have an imagination to see them. And that's a prime example that everybody, God don't give everybody the vision of imagination. So I'm looking at this chicken right now, and I want y'all to look at it and tell me what y'all see. And tell me if I'm tripping or not. Because I got a 20/20 camera, but what do y'all see? What did that look right there? Can y'all see what I see? Let me get in front of the camera like that. What do that look? Don't that look like a poo nanny? I can't get too close because it's steamy hot, and the closer I get to the camera. But this shit right here, I'm tripping, man. Like, it look like a poo nanny, and it feels like a breast. It's still like a lot of meat on this mug. Like, you can still squeeze it. Like, girl, that's a titty. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm just saying. Oh, this supposed to be my show. I'm sorry, man. Y'all cut that part out. Some of my content is grown folk, but that's why I got it. I got it already in my disclosure form. Y'all should be 21. If you gotta be 21 to buy a gun now, you gotta be 21 to watch me. I don't mind. Oh yeah. Y'all see the stupid motherfucker that made the news talking about he's from the year 2030? That's only 12 years from now.